Hello class. Now in this lecture we will see a first type of handlebar arrangement which is used in case of the two-wheeler, that is clip-on handlebar. It mainly consists of the three parts. First is the bridge plate, second is the clips, and third one is the bars. So two half bars we are using here. Okay, so for the left side and the right side there are two separate bars we are clipping on the clips, and that clip is mounted on the bridge plate. Now what is a bridge plate? Bridge plate is the part which holding two shock absorbers of the front suspension system of two-wheeler together, and both shock absorber are mounted below the bridge plate. So bridge plate is always mounted over the front shock absorber of the two-wheeler, or it is a part of the front suspension system. Okay, so this thing, because of that this type of this handlebar arrangement is called as a clip-on handlebar. In case of the clip-on handlebar there is another type, there are maybe two type of design may be there. In one type of design, a handlebar, the bridge plate at the centrally, but with the help of the central bolt, the bridge plate is mounted over the front suspension system. Okay, and the clip is mounted at the extreme end of the bridge plate. Okay, so suspension system or the front shock absorber to front two shock absorber of the two-wheeler is bolted centrally at the bridge plate, and the clip are present at the extreme end. And in another design the bridge plate is directly present over the shock absorber of the front suspension system of two-wheeler, and on the shock absorber itself the clips are present. Okay, so directly on the shock absorber here and here the clips are present, but here it's not like that. Shock absorber is somewhat here. Okay, it's very close to each other. Okay, and here shock absorber very wider, it's situated at extreme end or of too far as compared to this one. Okay, so fork becomes so wider here, and here fork is somewhat we can say near to each other. Okay, so because of that here the bridge plate is bolted centrally to the front suspension. Okay, and the at the extreme end of the bridge plate the clips are present, and here in this type of design the clips are directly mounted on the each shock absorber of the front suspension system. Okay, so here we are getting a more sturdy and the stable control on the steering, and because of, and it is only depend on the width or the bed width of the front tire of the two-wheeler. Here normally the bed width of the front tire is less, because of that only the two shock are situated very near to each other. But here the if we have a wider width tire at the front, okay, comparatively of this as compared to this vehicle, then we can increase the broadness of the front fork, or we can locate somewhat far from the we can locate two shock of the front suspension as somewhat far from each other. Okay, in that case we can prefer the such type of design, and as compared to this one it give a more sturdy control on the steering system. Okay, after that we will see the how what kind of adjustment the provide by the clip-on handlebar. There are two moment of the clip, two moment is possible accordance with the clip. The first moment is the movement of the two piece of handlebar inward and outward. We can make a movement of this handlebar inward, okay, from the both end, or outward as per the requirement. So when we are moving we are making movement of the handlebar inward from the both end, then somewhere here it may intersect and it will create a V shape. Okay, it may create a V shape. Okay, so it create a V shape, and that because of that it is called as a V, also called as a V shape handlebar. And uh, another arrangement is nothing but we can make a movement of this clip about this point. So there is a adjustment is provided on the bridge plate. Okay, so because of this slot which is adjustable about this screw, we can change the angle between these two handlebar as per the wider as per the broadness of the rider. If rider is somewhat broad or heavy, in that case we require somewhat great angle in between these two rod. This angle, the angle between these two rod in this fashion, so we can adjust with the help of such provision. Okay, so this provision are this kind of arrangement we are getting in case of the clip-on handlebar. Clip-on handlebar type of handlebar are normally used in case of the city riding, because in case of the city riding, driver need to be a seat on the bike in more alert type. Okay, because at every turning there may be a surprise for the rider, because anything may come in front of the vehicle while they are riding inside the city. So because of the position of the driver is sitting in between these two rods tightly. Okay, because the v shape because this v shape uh, because this v shape makes a rider to sit more alert in the inside the cage of the this shape. Okay, because riders seated somewhat here, because of that it's sitting more alertly, and very small movement of the rider, or a very small movement of the steering makes a uh, makes the changes in the direction of the vehicle. Okay, so this is the thing why we are using such a type of handlebar for the city riding vehicle. Okay, so as pulls okay, and even though if we pull this uh, backward, if we pull this inward, definitely driver need to be lean front more. In case if we pull this pipe inward, because driver need to be reach to the handlebar from the position of their seat. Okay, from the rider seat, and when we make the movement of this bar outward, okay, the driver no need to be lean front side. Okay, because the handlebar itself coming towards itself, so driver can sit a straight ahead position. Okay, with the straight backbone, and definitely that position is more relaxed position while city riding. Okay, so I hope you understood the different adjustment we are provided in clip-on handlebar, and the driver position or driver posture need to be grab that handle for the safe riding in the city in case of the clip-on handlebar. Thank you.